Yesterday, we got a brand new trailer for My Hero One's Justice 2, but today, we get 20 minutes of new gameplay. Yep, I'm not kidding. The Japanese Shonen Jump YouTube channel uploaded 20 minutes of gameplay, where they show off a lot of gameplay features. If you're interested in the nitty-gritty gameplay side of things, then I urge you to go check out the full video. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'm not going to go over each and every piece of detail that we got about gameplay, because quite frankly, there would be a lot to go over. The new sidestep mechanic, guard breaking, all the changes that are happening to gameplay can be found in that original video, which again I will link in the description. What I'm going to be focusing on in this video is the new 2 vs 2 mode and the new plus ultras that we got to take a look at, because there is quite a bit we can find out about the 2 vs 2 mode in this video, and then of course we also want to take the time to look at the new plus ultras because they are awesome. Before we do get into that though, I do want to point out the official roster positioning. We can see that Nomu is in the bottom right hand corner and that Rappa is actually in between the 2 versions of Shigaraki, which is very, very strange. Perhaps Shigaraki was initially planned to be DLC, or at least post-launch content or something like that, or maybe a pre-order bonus character that could only be unlocked through pre-ordering, because as you can see, he is in the corner, similar to how Nomu is positioned, but just in the top right-hand corner, as opposed to the bottom right-hand corner. And on top of that, all of the other duplicate characters, or at least I should say the characters that take up 2 slots on the roster, those characters are positioned next to each other. 2 Dekus are positioned next to each other, the 2 Shigarakis are next to each other. The only exception to this before was the original base version of Deku, who is of course in the center with the rest of the main characters. Alright, with the positioning stuff out of the way, let's get into the 2 vs 2 gameplay. The 2 vs 2 isn't exactly a normal 2 vs 2 game mode, something that we were expecting. However, do not fear. I know a lot of people were worried that you were going to have to tag in and out, only doing one action at a time, which wouldn't exactly be a 2 vs 2 mode. You would basically just end up controlling your teammates' assists, which would be very boring. That does not appear to be the case. In fact, you can actually see the second player on each team do full combos in this footage. I'm still not exactly sure how the 2 vs 2 mode works, or how the second player is going to be able to control each of their characters, how they're going to be able to switch out between the two. Maybe player 1 calls out player 2 and then player 2 is allowed to act freely. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. It appears to be very chaotic, which I'm sure is a good thing. It's going to be a lot of fun playing with friends based on how chaotic this looks. One thing I'm really hopeful for is a 2 vs 2 ranked mode, separate of course from the regular ranked mode. It would just be nice to be able to play the competitive game mode with a friend. The new version of Shigaraki's Plus Ultra actually feels like a bit of a downgrade compared to the first one in my opinion. To be fair though, I don't think this is a Biking Studio problem. In my opinion, I just think it's a Shigaraki problem. This version of Shigaraki at the very least isn't exactly cinematic, so it's very hard to make an exciting Plus Ultra, so I don't blame them too much there. They did a good job with Night Eye's Plus Ultra, actually. I didn't think they were going to be able to pull it off. It's not exactly flashy, but for the type of character that Night Eye is, I think they did a really good job. I mean, just compare it to our next one, Mina, who I think might just have my favorite Plus Ultra in the game, or at least my favorite new one that we've seen. Seriously, it looks amazing. It's so flashy, it's so cinematic, it's so Plus Ultra. One of the characters I'm most excited to play, Gang Orca, has a new Plus Ultra, of course. He's a brand new character of the game, so he needs a new Plus Ultra. And I wouldn't write home about this Plus Ultra, but I certainly think it's fun to watch him throw around his victim. Pretty cool. I just think some of the effects could have been maybe a little better. It feels like the model just kind of floats down to the ground after the big scream. So, meh. It's a tiny thing, it's not really a big deal. It still looks really good. I don't know, it left me wanting a little more. Cammy's Plus Ultra is about as exciting as you can get for that type of character, and it certainly captures her style, so I don't think anyone will be complaining about this one, unless they just really don't like the character Cammy. Tamaki's is godly. I think this might be one of my favorites in the game. Definitely top 5 in my mind. But honestly, I'm probably a little bit biased. I just really like this character and his quirk. It's just so unique to me, and I love it. Saiji's Plus Ultra blew me away. I love how he just tosses you in between each of his 2 skin hands before he throws you into the ground. I also love that he just casually crosses his arms after he beats you up. Man, I might end up playing a lot of this character. He seems like so much fun from the little bits of gameplay we have of him. And for our very final Plus Ultra we want to go over in this video, we're going to be looking at the Team Plus Ultra featuring Deku, Ida, and Shoto Todoroki. Man, I love this. I'm so happy that we're actually getting Team Plus Ultras in One's Justice 2. When I was young, half the reason I would go out and get every new Storm game that came out would be to check out those new Team Plus Ultras, or not Team Plus Ultras, sorry, my mind is too distracted with My Hero Academia, those Team Ultimate Jutsus. So this brings back a lot of really cool memories for me, so it's so nice having this feature. What did you guys think of the 20 minutes of gameplay? Like I said, if you haven't seen seen the whole thing, I'll be sure to leave a link to it in the description. The video itself actually only has like 2,000 views at the time of me recording this, which is pretty low. So make sure you go check out that video. I want to thank you so much for watching this one. My name is Bilbzy, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one.